The Fed says the economy is fine, your boss says you're fired, the jobs report says hiring has stalled, and in the middle of all this chaos, Trump just nominated a new Fed chairman who might be the most confusing choice in history. So what the hell is actually going on, and what does it mean for your money? Let's break down the madness. Alright, let's connect the dots on this mess. First, the Fed. After cutting rates for months, they suddenly hit the brake in January, holding the federal funds rate at 3.75%. Their reason? The economy is expanding at a solid pace, but inflation is still somewhat elevated. Solid pace. The latest jobs report from the Bureau of Labor Statistics showed we only added 50,000 jobs in December. That's basically nothing. The entire year of 2025 was the worst for hiring since 2020. At the same time, thousands of people got laid off in January alone. Amazon, Meta, UPS, Pinterest all had massive layoffs. It's a bloodbath. So the economy is solid, but nobody's hiring and everyone's firing. That makes sense. But just when you thought it couldn't get weirder, Trump enters the chat. He nominates this dude, Kevin Warsh, to replace Jerome Powell as Fed chair. So who is this dude? Warsh is a Fed veteran who helped navigate the 2008 crisis. But here's the kicker. He's a hawk. A massive hawk. He's famous for criticizing the Fed's easy money policies and wants to crush inflation with higher rates. After berating Powell for not lowering rates fast enough and launching a literal criminal investigation into him, Trump just nominated a dude who loves to raise interest rates. Never let them know your next move, I guess. So how did Wall Street react to this 4D chess move? Absolute chaos. The stock market immediately dropped. The S&P 500, Dow, and Nasdaq all went red. Why? Because a hawkish Fed chair means the future outlook for interest rate cuts are more murky than anticipated. No more cheap money to fuel stock buybacks and ridiculous valuations. But the real carnage was in precious metals. Gold and silver had their biggest one-day crash since 1980. Silver plunged 27%, gold dropped almost 9%. Because if Warsh is serious about fighting inflation, then the number one reason to hold gold, as an inflation hedge, gets thrown out the window. So what does this mean for you? Higher for longer. Those mortgage and car loan rates aren't coming down anytime soon. The market is now pricing in maybe 1 or 2 small rate cuts this year, not the 4 or 5 everyone was hoping for. And if the economy keeps slowing down while rates stay high, that 4.4% unemployment rate could start climbing. The bottom line is, the era of free money has been over, and it looks like it might be staying that way for a while. Anyways, this has been Terminal Value. If you want to continue getting zero BS market updates that don't put you to sleep, hit the subscribe button, and I'll see you in the next one.